So I called this veteran, who proceeded to cry and say, "Please don't call police."
So my name's Megan Lowry. I'm the commander of the 𝐓𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐿 𝐸𝐨𝐬, which is the Muscogee Creek Nation Women Warriors Color Guard, Honor Guard unit from the Creek Nation, and we're here today to support the Tribal Women Veterans Summit. It's a national summit put on by the Veteran Affairs and our Creek Nation VASO office, and they're here with loads of resources for women, veterans who served, who experienced a plethora of issues, need to get plugged in with the VA, and we're here to provide an honor guard for them.
Okay, go ahead, Angela.
Well, I'm Angela Ragsdale. I am with Ernest Childers VA Healthcare System. I am a PACT social worker, and I primarily work with the women's health team, and just regular primary care in general.
And I'm Clarissa Jones, and I am with Post 9/11 Military to VA. So I work with Post 9/11 veterans as they come in, helping them transition their health care from coming out of the military and getting connected to VA health care, helping them get connected to resources, making sure that they're getting connected to all the services and resources that they would need on whatever teams, and even community resources. So I'm case manager, social worker with that program.
I'm with Supportive Services for Veteran Families, and what we are is a grant that is provided by the VA that allows us to provide temporary financial assistance for homeless veterans, and that looks like we can help veterans get connected to a bunch of wraparound services, as well as provide deposit, rent, utilities, everything they need to move in. And we also run a homeless prevention program, so if a veteran is facing eviction, we can step in and stop that and keep them in their homes.
Department of Health Medication Assisted Treatment and Tribal Opioid Response Program. We offer prescription disposal alternatives. This is a reusable prescription disposal option. The directions are within the QR code, and then on the back here, it holds up to 100 pills, lasts for about a year after you open it. It's a really great way to dispose of medication, especially before the holidays come up. We also have first aid kits that we offer. It has sunscreen, different types of sprays, antibacterial spray for people that might be experiencing wounds from xylazine or other wounds that come up with drug use. And then we also have xylazine test strip and a fentanyl test strip as part of our harm reduction. We have a one-way CPR mask, Narcan, the stronger version of Narcan, which is 𝐓𝐫𝐢𝐛𝐚𝐥, our cultural piece, which is our medicine pouches here. And then we also have some hot cold packs and a cooling towel. And this is our example of the lethal drugs that we know are in the area, and we focus a lot on fentanyl because we have such a high rate of overdoses and overdose related deaths.
So we're with Legal Aid, and we offer civil legal services to veterans in need. We specifically right now work with the Oklahoma City VA, but we're hoping to expand that as we get more grant money, hopefully. But the things that we do is family law, housing issues, debt issues, estate planning, and we can help with some criminal matters as long as they're completely finished, so like Rule 8 hearings and criminal expungements. We offer any of those kind of services to veterans in need who qualify for our services.
Coming home was very difficult. I was highly trained how to go to war and do all the things in the Marine Corps, but nobody really ever explained how hard that transition coming home would be. So I struggled quite a bit, and it was a really good thing to be able to have the Women's Honor Guard put together. A lot of us have been there for each other through duty and then off duty, as we like to call it. Just having that camaraderie again, the things that we miss from the military, but supporting each other as Native women in the military. We had a conversation this morning. There were 2 or 3 of us that there were no other Native women in boot camp with us. We were by ourselves. I know in my unit of about 700 people, I was one of 2. And so it was very few and far between. So to be able to recognize the Women's Honor Guard in that way, but also to be here to support women veterans, it's needed. Women veterans face a number of issues in the military, anything from reproductive health to making sure that they even are able to go to the doctor to get help, but also to military sexual trauma and suicide prevention. So very glad to see everyone here supporting all of that. Yeah, military service is a bond thicker than blood, for sure. I know our little unit, we have a number of ladies that, you know, if they need help, they're not going to be the ones to come out and ask for it, but we've gotten so close now just this last year of serving together in the Honor Guard that they don't even have to ask for help. We just show up at each other's houses now. But that's what we do as veterans, so.